What's up, y'all? And welcome to the very first episode of the Cognitive Gold podcast. How y'all doing today? It's a great day today on this fucking 420 Saturday. I hope you guys are out here blazing the fuck up, getting high, and enjoying the time with your family and loved ones. It's a great day to celebrate. So I just wanted to tap in and to let you guys know that when it comes to moving forward from relationships in the past, you have to have a strategy, you have to have a game plan, you have to have some type of thing that you're going to pour your time and your energy into outside of worrying about what the fuck the other person is doing or what the other person got going on, checking their pages, checking their social medias, emailing them, texting them, trying to go back and forth behind bullshit, reading tweets, subtweeting, all this fucking bullshit outside of pulling up on people, arguing with the baby mama, arguing with the kids around, all of that bullshit. You have to know what you're going to put your time and energy into outside of that. And a lot of the times, the things that are outside of that have everything to do with yourself than it does with the other person. For example, when I go out and I connect with people because that's what I need to do. I see a fucking flyer or a advertisement for a fashion show or an event or something like that. I take the time out of my day to go do that shit because you know why? I know that that's going to give me some type of opportunity or connections with people. Recently, what was it? On Thursday, we went to the pre-420 event hosted by the Canna Babes, right? And it was all the way out in Detroit, which is almost a 3-hour drive out there. It was a good experience. And you know what? I went out there to show my support to the people who host the event because I know them. They are beautiful women. They are beautiful people. They are beautiful souls. And I know if I go out and show them love and show them support, they will do the same for me. But I do that because I like doing it. I love doing it. I love going out there. I love showing up for people. I love getting dressed and putting my makeup on and looking real cute and getting into a creative style and styling my clothes and shit like that. Like, come on now. I like doing that. I love it. It was all for me. On my time, on my energy, on myself. So I say that to say, when you are setting a goal to move on from somebody, make sure you're understanding what you're going to put your time and energy into. If you're going to go out, go to your job, get this money, make sure you're getting the money so you can invest it into something that's going to be an asset. Make sure you're putting it into some shit that's going to educate you to move on the shit that you want to move on. When you start pouring into that shit and building that, what that other person got going on, what they got going on in their motherfucking life won't fucking matter to you. Not one fucking bit. You will continue to pour into that source and another source will pop up and another one. You're going to have some hobbies. You're going to go to the gym. You're going to do all of these things. Now, mind you, as you are expanding your horizon on the things that you're tapping into when it comes to self, that person, those situations will always come back around. You know why? Because that's how the world fucking works. Even though you're elevating your energy, there's always going to be a counter energy, an opposite energy that wants your energy too. Good and evil exist at the same motherfucking time. So as you're doing good by you, there's always going to be somebody that wants to shake your fucking ground, shake your world, drop some shit on you so it can make you fumble some shit or make you get into this energy of, I don't want to keep doing this shit. Like, whatever the fuck it is, it's going to happen. You have to be so grounded in yourself and so fucking mentally integrated, spiritually integrated with the shit that you want, to where nobody, and I say nobody, can motherfucking walk all over you, break your motherfucking morals or values, or manipulate you into breaking them shits or folding them or walking on them. You stand so firmly in your motherfucking truth because you did the integration, you did the shadow work, you did all of the motherfucking reflecting that you needed to do, and healing you needed to do, and moving and transitioning and moving from this place and that place, and shedding skin and letting go of people. You've done so much fucking work. Don't let nobody fucking make you fold. Don't let nobody tell you what you're not valuable of or valuable for. Like, come on now. You don't. You pour so much in yourself that you see value in yourself, and you don't give a fuck what other people see a value in you. Because the real people that see value in you, they don't even got to say anything. You just show up as you are, and they're going to be like, yep, that person right there, that person is gold. That person is valuable. We need to protect this person at all costs, even if that means I gotta give them some opportunities so they don't go over here fucking with that bad shit or that shit that I know that can fuck them up. Or let me spit this game or give them these gems so that they know that this shit it is a safe route to go down. Like, whatever the fuck it is that they need to give you, they'll give it to you. But don't, and I would say as a disclaimer, and this is from experience, when you are elevating in your life and you are doing the things that you love and you're getting into your shit, the people who support you in your shit, they're going to support you in a way where it is fulfilling. It never feels like it's draining, and it never feels like it's this manipulative, oh, let me fake congratulate you, but behind your back I'm over here talking shit about you. It is never that. The people, they show up, and what I've experienced is that when I accomplish something or I set my goal to go out and do something and accomplish something, and I do it, and people on social media celebrate me and everything, when I meet these people in person, this is the shit that they bring up. Oh my gosh, girl, I seen that you did this and that. Like, I'm so fucking proud of you. That is what they bring at the beginning of the fucking conversation. It don't start off with no, oh, I seen that you blocked me on social media, or oh, I seen that you don't like my post on social media, or I see you watching my shit but never liking and commenting. Whatever, it's never on no bullshit. It is, bro, congratulations for your shit. And I'd be like, bro, thank you. Actually, I seen you do some shit too. Congratulate you. Like, come on now. Let me give you your fucking flowers. Thank you for giving me mine. And that's the energy that we fucking reciprocate. Because some people, they don't know how to reciprocate this energy right off the bat. So they give their hate first. And when they realize their hate is hurtful, then they try to make it up for with some sympathetic shit or some being sugar coated or trying to be nice and all that shit. And that's that passive aggressive shit that a lot of people have that I don't motherfucking like. If you can't come to me straight off the bat giving me the good shit, and I'm not talking about your good shit where you think it's good but it's a bunch of hate and a bunch of bullshit and a bunch of pointing out people's flaws and shit. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the good shit where it's congratulations, love. I see you being successful in your life and I want nothing but blessings for you. I hope you're doing well. And live it at that. And if the opportunity comes for the communication to go forward, then that is the blessing that comes from stepping into the good shit first. But when you step into that bad shit first, and you step into that negative shit first, and you step into that ugly shit first, you gonna get some ugly shit back. That's just how the world fucking works. That's just how the law of attraction works. What you do for yourself will manifest into the reality and come right back to you. So if in your mind you're like, yeah, I'm going to start with this bullshit first because this is what I want to step on and this is what I want to stand on. And then after the fact, you read back and see what you said and you're like, oh shit, I should have never said this. Let me edit it. But you already fucking sent it. Bro, you stepping into the bad shit first, regardless of what you want to change, how you want to switch it up. The person already seen the message. The person already felt the energy that you gave off. The person already fucking felt what they needed to felt from all of that hate you just dished out. And now you trying to make it up and sweep it under the rug like, oh, I ain't do that. Like, oh, I should never do that. Oopsie. Nah, fuck you and fuck all of that ugly ass energy. You gonna get what you fucking deserve. But at the end of the motherfucking day, whatever you fucking dish out don't stop nobody's fucking success. It don't, if they don't allow it. So don't allow somebody's bullshit and don't allow somebody's hate. Make a conscious decision every fucking day to wake up and be great. And don't let nobody's bullshit stop you from doing that. Wake up in the morning and be motherfucking grateful that you got out here and did the shit that you needed to do day by fucking day. Every single day. Be grateful for the blessings that you motherfucking received on a daily basis, just to wake up and open your eyes, just to have gas in the motherfucking car for the rest of the motherfucking week, food in the fridge for the rest of the month. You got fucking jobs lined up back to back to back that's gonna pay for the shit that you need, and pay for your investments and the assets that you're investing into. Like, bro, be motherfucking grateful and be in that great ass energy every fucking day. Stop being in that hate. Now, I'm not saying that hate don't fucking exist within everybody. It does. I'm telling you, I have them hateful ass thoughts all the motherfucking time, and sometimes I'll be wanting to say it, but I gotta shut the fuck up and I gotta laugh at that shit, cause I'm not letting that shit come to the motherfucking surface. Cause I know what that thing does when it comes to the surface. It don't bring nothing good, man. It don't bring nothing good, and I have to watch what the fuck I say. Cause if I don't watch what I say, and I say shit right out the motherfucking ass, guess what? Somebody feeling gonna get hurt. And if I say things with a very conscious fucking decision, like, I'm gonna say this, but I'm gonna make sure that this person knows that I'm not hating on them, or I'm not doing anything to hurt them. I'm being real with them. And I do that a lot with the people at work too. I let them know I'm just being real with you. I'm just being straight honest. I'm just being straight up. Like, this is what's in my mind right now. This is what is processing with me right now. And if they correct me, they correct me. And I have to ask them questions too. Like, bro, are you serious? Or are you just joking? Are you serious? Or are you just saying shit out of your ass? Because right now I'm looking at you, and everything that you're saying out your motherfucking mouth, I'm taking it seriously. Nah, I'm just joking. That ain't really how I am. Motherfucker, I'm not convinced, bro, because you say this all the fucking time. This is the thing that comes out of your mouth every fucking time. I see you do it. This is the way you act every fucking time. You can't convince me that you're not like this. It's getting kind of difficult. And when you have this realization and you start to take people in as they are, it helps you with protecting your energy and who you gonna allow in. I can sit here and have conversations with people, but that don't mean that I gotta let you in my space, let you in my house, let you in on my plans, on my goals, or what the fuck I got going for myself, or what money I got in my motherfucking bank, or what I got in my pocket, or what type of investments I'm working into. Like, I don't gotta share any of that information unless I choose to. Nobody can get that out of me unless I choose to give it. This is where I step into my own energy and into my own power, where nobody can convince me that I am not valuable of what I'm valuable of. See, people like to judge you. And don't get me wrong, I got that judgmental spirit in me too. But you know what I use that judgmental spirit for? I use it for observation. Not to already have an assumption of somebody or a bias about somebody and move on that. I use that skill of judgment to observe people's behavior, ask questions when they need to be asked, to get a better understanding of who this person's real character is and who they really are. And when they sit here and we have this conversation back and forth, and I get a little deeper and I ask a little deeper questions, and I ask them a little personal questions, and I sit here and I look at them and I'm like, okay, that makes sense. That's why this is that. This is that. Okay. Oh, that makes sense why they act like that. Oh, that makes sense why they said that. Oh, it makes sense why they're tolerating that shit. I get used to being in that vibe and that energy of using that judgmental spirit for observation and not really judging nobody, but observing them. Because that's what that judgmental spirit does. It observes and it makes biases against the person, but I don't make a bias. If I do have one, I turn it into a question and I ask it. And when I ask that question, it's very clear and it's very direct. And if they can't give me a clear and direct question, I always tell them, that's not what I asked you. What I asked you was this. I say that to say, when you move on without a strategy, without a plan on what you're going to invest your energy into, what are you going to change, what are you going to go seek help on, what are you going to go heal from, what are you going to go take the time and actually get some work put into manifesting this shit. Like, when you don't have that on the forefront of your mind, a strategy of where you're going to move or how you're going to move moving forward after a certain situation, you can psychologically end up allowing the situation to do more damage to you than what it really did. Now, I know that a lot of people, they hold in what they've been through, or they try to cover it up or downplay it like it really wasn't that big of a deal. But we can all see just by your character and just by the way that you're behaving that the situation has done more damage to you than what you're admitting to. So when we actually be real with ourselves and tell ourselves like, hey, this damage has actually done this situation has done a lot of damage to us. And when I mention us, I mean like having a conversation with yourself. Like you and your soul, you and yourself are in a relationship. So you have to remember that when you're taking care of yourself, I always put it into a second person type of thing. Like me and my soul are two different people, but we're the same person, if that makes sense. So when I check in with my soul and we sit down and have a conversation on what is triggering us and what is bothering us and what is in our energy that is making us in this dense and heavy ass energy or in this heavy ass emotion, how can we solve this? How can we get out of it? We become problem solvers when we shift playing the victim into finding a solution and solving an issue. We don't rely on anybody else to come in and save us from that. We handle our own weight. We carry our own shit. We move on with a plan to actually heal from what's going on within us, not trying to control anybody else's actions or the way that they treat us, but the way that we're treating ourselves. So when we meet new people and we come around new people, we know how to teach them how to treat us. And we don't allow people to walk all over us or tell us what we need to do or tell us how we need to move or what we need to integrate with or what we already know. And we're already aware and we're already doing the work on that. So when we come forth in these relationships with people outside of ourselves, we have to make sure that we're letting them know, hey, this is how you need to treat me, or else the relationship between me and you is going to be compromised because of these actions, because of the way that you're moving, because of the things that you're choosing to say, because of the things that you're choosing to say and move on. Like, it has everything to do with intention when you speak and when you move. So when we move on, we're moving on with a plan to strategize our moves and be more intentional with the way that we carry ourselves in certain environments and in certain rooms. So like, for example, if we know that we need to work on our health because the doctors told us we got high cholesterol, we got high blood pressure, we got diabetes, we got all of these health issues, I need to be intentional about the way that I eat. I need to be intentional about the things that I put in my body, not only when it comes to absorbing the nutrients from the food, but also mentally, in the information that you watch and the things that you observe and the things that you take in psychologically. You need to make sure that you're intentionally moving to where you're moving towards a healthier space in your life. This has shown me the boundary of where I need to place when it comes to myself, when it comes to where I go and where I move and how I move and the people that I talk to and the things that I put myself in and the environments that I put myself in and the people that I'm around. Like, it helps with everything, the food that I eat, the videos that I watch on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever it is. I move in a way where I'm not compromising my health. Keyword, my health, not anybody else's health, my health, because I have to carry my own motherfucking weight. Nobody's gonna carry that shit for me. I'm carrying that bitch, and everybody around me is carrying their own motherfucking weight. Yeah, can we come to each other and talk about it and actually be open to constructive criticism and also learning somebody else's perspective on us, or understanding where this person is seeing where we're fucking up at? it has a lot to do with your confidence. It has a lot to do with your self-esteem. And if you have low self-esteem, you're easily triggered by the things that people say. Then you hurt people because you're hurt. The cycle goes on and it repeats time after time after time after time, situation after situation after situation, until like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years down the line, y'all are still in the same energy in an environment where you're constantly hurting each other, and it's never ending hurt, back to back to back to back to back. You have to make a plan on what you're going to do with your time, what you're going to do with your energy, what you're going to do with your mental space, your peace. How are you going to obtain that? How are you going to move in a way where you can actually fill your own cup and get the things that you want out of life? That's what's more important. You. When nobody else can save you, you got to save yourself. And that's okay if you have to let people go in the process. It's okay if you have to move away from your family. It's okay if you got to relocate and be in a different space. Go on the path that your journey is taking you. Do those things. Because if you're not doing those things, you won't be able to actually integrate with the trueness of what's going on within you. If you have to go to that person's house, or you've had to go live with that person for a little bit just to realize that that person wasn't for you, and the situation that you built yourself in ain't for you either, then you had to learn that. But the thing is, we have to get to a spot as a society where we're seeing this shit before we put ourselves in any danger, to where we're in a constant fight or flight mode, because that fight or flight mode is a response of a event that triggers high levels of stress and emotions. Consistently, we get in that fight or flight mode when we're met with stress with people we love, our own children, our own family members, our animals, co-workers, bosses, cousins, aunties, uncles, nieces and nephews, neighbors, whoever the fuck it may be. We get so triggered in that space where we're not even thinking about how our words or how our actions is affecting the person that we're doing it towards. We're not sitting here looking like, okay, maybe I should try a different approach on talking to them, instead of being silent and dissing them on social media, or going this route of talking shit about them behind their back. But maybe let me come to them with some questions to get some understanding on why they did the thing that they did. When I tell you, asking questions saves so much fucking time, and it saves so much fucking negative back and forth, because you're actually trying to get an understanding, and the person knows that you're trying to get an understanding. There is no going back and forth, and it's so easy to ask a fucking question. What do you mean? It's a simple question. What do you mean when you say this? What do you mean by that? And it gives the person time to explain it out. Now, one thing that I do realize is when people explain things and they're beating around the bush to get to the explanation, and you constantly have to be like getting it out of them. And I just said this, but it helps you with seeing the intentions in people head on, instead of being blinded by the situation and your emotions and how this person makes you feel, and oh, we're having a great time together, I really like this person. You need to see their character. You can still like somebody and not fuck with them. You can still think somebody's a cool ass person and a dope ass person without wanting to integrate your life with them, or mixing lives with them, or even getting involved with what they got involved in. You can love people from a distance. You can like people from a distance. You can cheer people on from a distance. You don't got to integrate with them. You don't got to talk to them daily just so you can feel in that void of not having somebody to talk to all the time. Like, I understand that, and this is coming from experience, where we get in that space of, I need me a best friend to talk to all the fucking time about my bullshit, about the things that I'm going through. And it's that addiction to the adrenaline of getting heated and getting into the topic. Like, girl, guess what this nigga just did to me? Oh, girl, he just did that? Hell nah, if that was me, I would have, I know, right? Just back and forth all about the fucking bullshit. It is toxic, but it is addicting. And people love it. Shit, I fucking loved it at one point when we were just going back and forth and just talking about the bullshit and not really talking about our goals or what we're accomplishing. But once those conversations did come up about goals that I wanted to set, things that I wanted to move on, how I wanted to accomplish this, or things that I did accomplish, these people could not match me with that fucking energy. Because none of these people are accomplishing the same level of things that I'm accomplishing. And that is okay. You just can't ride the motherfucking train with me. I'm finna go up. I'm sharing this information with you because I know it can help you elevate yours too. But if you're not even in the space to elevate your own shit, you can't come with me. And that's the plan that you got to move on. You got to put them boundaries on what is important and what is valuable to you. Your mental, your peace, your health. That is what matters. So when you move on with a plan, when you're moving on with a plan, you're moving on with the intention to actually better self and better you, so that nobody else can come in, walk all over you, step on your shit, make you fold on your morals or values. You have to stand on that shit in your own power and in your own truth. So I hope you find the energy. I hope you find the time. And I hope you get this divine message to move on from the bullshit with the plan to move towards success and health and fulfillment and a peace of mind. Because we deserve that shit as a fucking society, because we've been suffering for fucking generations. Generation after generation after generation after generation. We're always fucking suffering. We're always going through poverty. We're always going through the fucking bullshit every single motherfucking time. So guess what? It's time to change that shit. I'm waking up all my generational curse breakers. It's time to fix this shit. If you hear me, you hear me. And it's time to stop. It's time to shift. This world is already divided into two different fucking pathways, baby. Choose your side. Choose your side. You either gonna be with the shit or you gonna be on some other shit. The choice is yours.